Hey, RetconRaider here. Before we get started, I'd just like to thank the Raiders, the fine folks who help make these videos possible. With special thanks to Revenant, Anerdinwarpaint, Antonio Hernandez, Matthew Holmquist, Nathan Welch Jr., and Valinrook. Thanks for your support, guys. That said, let's get started. And welcome back to Solasta, as our very first adventure continues to go off the rails. The keep we came to investigate has been overrun, half the survivors we discovered are already dead, and we are now trapped in a dungeon being chased by shape-shifting lizard men. So, you know, things could be going better. That said, we are adventurers, so I guess it does kind of come with the territory. Let's get back to it. Now, I believe that's the way we just came from, and that is now blocked off, so I suppose we are headed for this very conspicuous square boulder. We'll definitely want to keep an eye out for any suitable campsites. We could really use a long rest about now.
Up to my knees in mud. Nothing new here.
We're all gonna die.
Gotta love that optimism. Yikes. Yvreth has been holding out on us. Goblin hair fungus. Not sure what that's for, but the price marks it as an uncommon ingredient. Looks like that's it, but it will grow back eventually, so we can always come back for more in the future.
This one didn't die yesterday.
What's this outfit?
Timarian.
Who wants to open this?
You never know, there might be a fortune in there.
Okay, this looks simple enough. We'll have Sir take care of it, just in case there are any traps.
Ah!
Oh, interesting. Not quite how I imagined that playing out, but I guess that works.
Ha!
New spell for Istvan. Magnificent leather armor. This finely decorated armor bears the emblems of an old elvish family. Interesting. That might actually be a magic item. Yeah, we're going to want to check that out. Termarian Inquisitor's Journal. Another renown item. A leather-bound book, handwritten in the Termarian language. Which, thankfully, I believe both Istvan and Henrik are fluent in. You'll also notice there's slightly less demand for this particular relic. My dear Andre, I have not had word of you since our desperate exodus to this dreadful world. My thoughts are with you, and I hope we will be reunited one day and live in peace at last. We hoped for a friendly and peaceful world, far from the reach of the enemy. But alas, we have found only fresh enemies, and our seers tell me that the Sor Akath are not far behind. The war... I guess that's where it ends. I want to make a joke about her dying in the middle of writing it and then sending it anyway. But I suppose the more logical explanation is that the rest of the letter is just illegible. Though you'd think they'd say that. Oh, I should note, we did actually retrieve a letter off of that spy we killed. Yeah, the Silent Whisper parchment. Unfortunately, we can't actually read it because it's in coded spy lingo, which I thought we'd be able to read because we have a spy in the party, but apparently you have to dedicate a language slot to it. It's actually a bit weird because I think the only way you can actually gain proficiency with spy lingo is with the spy background, but that one doesn't come with any background language slots, so you don't have any slots to assign it to. But maybe I'm just missing something. Wouldn't be the first time. Anyway, let's go ahead and have a look at this armor. We'll have Henrik do a full magic sweep. Oh yeah, look at that. It is in fact enchanted. That's actually pretty exciting. +1 leather armor. Not too shabby. Also, somewhat unexpected, because that was definitely not there in the previous build. Though the developers did tease us in the patch notes, hinting that they had hidden additional magic items throughout the game. This armor was used by scouts in the Manicalan army. It probably belonged to a noble soldier and is imbued with magic, providing additional defense. I really like the fact that they changed the description of the item after it was identified. It's minor, but that's a nice touch. I think we'll just dump his old armor. It's not worth lugging around. We'll just get a few silver once the scavengers pass through.
Wait!
Think they're Sorax?
Who else? We can surprise them.
Can't we sneak around?
From what I see, not a chance. All right. Tread lightly, and we all attack at once.
Interesting. Surprise attack tutorial. I think we've more or less got that figured out. Let's have a look here. We've got 3 small red Sorax and 1 big green Sorak. Make that 2. Not entirely sure what abilities these guys have. We've only faced the one so far. But he could climb walls and through some sort of poisoned projectiles. So we'll want to keep that in mind. Also, worth noting that the patch note specified Sorax now gain bonuses in darkness, so we'll want to keep that in mind too. Most of our guys can actually see in the dark, but in this case it's less about avoiding penalties and more about depriving the enemy of bonuses. Okay, let's have a look at the terrain. There's a boulder we can push. Pretty nice sniper's perch. This bridge would also make a decent perch. I think we'll put Istvan up here to rain spells on their heads. And then we'll actually have Sir make a dash for that lower perch. It's a bit further out, but he's trained in the sneak skill, so he should be able to make it out there unnoticed. Oh, nice jump. I really thought he'd have to climb. Now let's get the rest of our guys out towards that block. We don't get many chances to drop things on people, so might as well take advantage of it. Here we go. Squish. Wow, we did not get surprise. Interesting. Well, that's fine. We'll just roll with it. Time to rain some death. Yvreth is up next, so let's prep the field for her. Wasn't expecting them to go right up to the NPCs like that. But let's have Yvreth drop down. She should be able to finish off the wounded one, and then she can square off with the other saboteur. Well, that just happened. So now we have neatly flanked Yvreth. Oh, geez. We've got a third one back there. Didn't even see that guy. Okay, let's have a look at what Barrel can do. Ah, right. Guiding Bolt is ranged, so... yeah, penalized at point blank. We really just need to start thinning these guys out. We'll try to keep it simple. I'm seeing unlit torch sconces. Really should have scouted for those before the fight. Let's get Barrel covered. She is super flanked. We'll lay down some cover fire for your breath. Thank you, sir. Okay. There we go. That's a bit more like it. We could bring Robart down, but I think Yvret's got that now. You're gonna have to hit harder than that, buddy. Oh, stop? It's interesting, seeing them use these double team tactics. One knocks you down, then the other tries to take advantage. Alright, Henrik, I need you to cover Istvan. Yeah, and then we'll have Istvan disengage at the top of the next round. Yeah, let's go ahead and pull him out. He is our most fragile party member. I wonder why that guy gave up the high ground. Ow. Nice counter hit, though. Oh, nice. Yeah, I can see how that might be an awkward shot. Let's have Istvan disengage again. See if that guy tries to follow. Oh. I will admit, I did not see that coming. Ooh. Man, that guy really wanted Istvan. No line of sight. That's fine. I think we've got this. Nice. I think Sir's about 50-50 on accuracy this time out. Still hitting pretty hard, though. Damn these short legs. We need boots of striding and leaping. Oh, nice. I didn't realize she could dash and still offhand attack. It's actually really fun playing this game and constantly learning new mechanics as I am working my way through these fights. Huzzah! A hard-fought battle, but in the end, we were victorious. Gotta say, though, those guys were a lot beefier than I was expecting for a level 2 encounter. Especially after that Goblin warm-up. Though, to be fair, it might have actually been a bit easier if we had lit these torches up in advance. I actually do have a spell specifically for lighting up several torches at once. I'll try to remember it next time. Sorak Poison Spine. Taken from the corpse of a Sorak, this spine contains a poison that can be processed to be used on a weapon. Interesting. I guess that's what they throw at you. I am looking forward to crafting a few poisons. Guys? I appreciate that they implemented a proximity loot system, but it does seem like it could use some fine-tuning. Swanky. I believe they said that was a homebrewed cantrip. They also added a new shine cantrip, which illuminates a distant enemy target, but I feel like that one would overlap with Fairy Fire. Alright, we've got a campsite here, so let's do a bit of quick inventory management, and then we will get some rest. I think that's fine for now. So this will fully restore our hit points, hit dice, and spell slots. No micromanagement required, but let's go ahead and reslot Cure Wounds. See if we can get that to register so it'll let us craft healing items. And I guess we're fine with Istvan's loadout. It's been working for us. I would like to work Featherfall back in at some point, though. I really like those reaction spells. The whole interrupt mechanic intrigues me. I've also been informed that we don't actually have to prepare a Detect Magic if we just want to use it as a ritual. But I don't really have anything else I'd want in its place. Still not registering. I hope they get that working at some point. Though, I will admit, it is not a big deal right now. We're not exactly hurting on healing. Alright, my friends. Adventure awaits. I question the physics there, but sure.
Can anyone read that?
It's old Temarian. It looks like part of an Inquisitor's outfit.
So that's from the tower up there?
Maybe we're inside the tower.
Is that gold?
This is history. History all around us.
Take it and let's move. The Sorax don't care about history, I'm sure.
Interesting. Temarian Holy Symbol. This amulet looks like it's a holy symbol from the pre-Cataclysm era, which means it's of Temarian origin. Judging by its shape, it belonged to a priest of Arun, which I believe is the Solasta sun god, though I would have to double check that. Also interesting to note that only 2 factions are interested in that one. I think I mentioned it before, but different relics will have different levels of demand with the 5 main factions. You guys okay? Trap. Human tracks. probably bandits. They look quite fresh. Huh. Smugglers or... well, they could just be Sorax. They are shapeshifters. Not much of note. Coinage, a common crafting ingredient, and a candle which really doesn't want to be picked up. Oh, right. I guess there was a crate back there, wasn't there? You know, I did notice this thing, but for some reason I just totally blanked on looting it. Rations. Yep, that makes sense. They wouldn't want you to miss your chance to rest. Oh, armor up. The real downside to mage armor. You have to remember to cast it.
Shit food, shit shoes, business
I'll have to
as
tell
usual.
the captain's wife.
What is going on here? That's the smuggler's crate on the left, but that appears to be bonus loot on the right. Oh. That's kind of fascinating. Like a horizontal swinging drawbridge. Neat.
The Sorax can't be far away.
We should be cautious from now on.
Reptilian tracks. Sorax, maybe? Well, I think it's about time to tap that cautious button. Lights up too, but we're going to split Henrik off with Robar when we get the chance. Actually. We've got more bonus loot off to the right, but we'll worry about that once we're sure we're clear. Sorak, top left. Sniper's perch with cover. That is a problem. I guess we could set up here? I'm not actually seeing a lot of great places to make a stand. You know what? Let's park Sir on top of this pillar here. We'll see if we can leverage that stealth of his. Saboteur. Pretty far out, though. Oh, second Sorak. That is so weird. Just watching them switch from horizontal to vertical planes like that. Okay, let's have our characters with dark vision and low light vision set up here. And then we're going to have Henrik and Robar pull off to the right. That way their light won't mess up our stealth. Hopefully the enemies will go for the big, loud humans first, and then we can assault and pepper them from the shadows. Hold on. Let's have Beryl break off to the right, too. We've actually got plenty of torches, so I'd kind of like to try that sparkle spell again. I have no idea if this is going to alarm the enemies, but I guess we're about to find out. That's probably normal, one Sorak says to another. Well, that makes things much nicer. Though, I suppose it does make my original tactic moot. So, we'll just come out guns blazing. Off to a strong start. We did lose stealth on Sir, but we also surprised them, so a pretty decent trade-off. Stealth's blown on Istvan, but I think that's fine. There we go. Sniper's down. I think we'll hold here. No reason to rush in just yet. Yeah, let's hope they head for the melee fighters. Though, I suppose if they head for the range fighters, they'll actually end up dealing with Yvreth, which is easier said than done. We'll prep Robar for incoming. In fact, we'll just set everyone up for incoming. Not really sure what that guy was trying to do, but it didn't seem to work out for him. Oh, what's that? What did you do? Doomed. Doomed. Alright, well, let's make sure we get some extra defenses on Robar, because if he drops, we get kicked back to our last autosave.
Yeah.
Shields up. Flubbed the landing. You hate to see it. We're gonna stab him. You know what? That's what I get for trying to be fancy. From now on, we'll just bonk heads. Ooh. Ho ho. Well, that's a problem. Alright, let's start bringing your breath up. We might need to get Robar out of there in a hurry. All right, second wind. That takes the edge off, but we must not let our guard down.
Again, harder.
Inappropriate. All right, sir. We could really use some decent cover fire here. That'll do. Nice. I cannot wait to get him a proper heavy crossbow. Very nice. Wasn't sure if that would work.
You can't win!
Oh. Now that is fascinating. You know, I bet that's what the other one was trying to do too. The one we beat to death.
One less enemy.
It's an interesting move because I imagine it gives him cover from incoming ranged fire. I think that's a +5 to his AC. Right, and we've still got that jackass too. We should really send someone over there. Okay, so that's just half cover. +2 to AC.
Good.
Oh, no, I hit the wrong target. The half cover was actually Robar. Well, no harm done. let us poke this last guy to death.
That must have hurt.
I don't know. Looked like pretty instantaneous death to me. Anyway, let's go dogpile that last guy.
Deal with it.
Wow, harsh. I will note that Yvreth is the most kind-hearted and altruistic in the party, which might actually reflect poorly on the rest of the party.
Just bad luck.
Let's keep Robar in cover.
That was something.
I agree. That was both impressive and wildly unnecessary. Let the beatdown begin.
I thought you could fight.
Jeez, Yvreth, you gotta ease up a bit. We're on the same team here. And done. Gotta say, that was a pretty engaging fight. It also keeps you on edge when you have no idea what the enemies can do, because in this case they're homebrewed monsters. Though, from this fight, we know that the saboteurs have that dooming howl. The skirmishers are the ones who throw those poison spines at us, and the warriors are the heavy hitters, who also appear to have regeneration. That's information that will, of course, eventually end up in our bestiary, but best to make note of it now. Now, how do we get these? I think it's about time to bust out the jump spell. Okay, let's get Istvan over to Sir. We could also have Yvreth cast Jump, but I want to keep her spell slots in reserve just in case. Yeah, and we should be able to get both of these. Oil of Acuteness. Secure our exit. I really expected him to jump across, but I guess this works. Ooh, look at that. Our first primed item. Not magical, but prepared to receive enchantment once we find an appropriate recipe. Okay, I think we're clear. I'm not seeing any markers, so... We're past time, but I think we're close to the end, so let's push on a bit farther.
Most impressive.
If we survive this, I might just drink myself to death.
Aha. Do we still have that jump spell running? Guess so. Or maybe not. Alright, let's go ahead and burn another one.
Nice jump.
To be fair, I think Yvreth could have actually made that jump herself, but she would not be able to handle locks or traps. Recipe for Scrolls of Bless. And for Mage Armor. That could come in handy. Whipping up a few Scrolls of Mage Armor would let us free up that spell slot for something else. Interesting. We've got some high-grade crafting ingredients in this one. Just a side alcove, nothing in here. And that would be our exit. So, you know what? I think that brings us to a pretty good stopping point. Just as well, that'll give me a chance to once again rearrange our inventory. See if I can get poor Yvreth moving at normal speed again. And, you know what? I might go back for that leather armor. I think that's the only item we left behind in this dungeon, so there's not much point in sending the scavengers to clean this place out for us, if we can carry it all ourselves. I guess we can ID these potions real quick. Right, and Oil of Acuteness is a crafting item in Solasta, not an actual magic potion. Wow, look at that value. Though obviously we'll want to hold on to that. I'm hoping we can enchant at least one item before we wrap this series. Greater Potion of Healing. Very nice. And a Potion of Heroism. Also very nice. I will note, one of the main reasons I want to get the Master Alchemist feat, even if we do have the Cure Wound spell on the fritz right now, is because it automatically identifies unidentified potions. So it's just more of a convenience perk. Anyway, we are definitely past time, so let's hit that pause button and we will pick up here next time, as we head back to the Legacy Council to share our tale of terror and see what job they have waiting for us next. See you then. Oh, and remember, although I do love playing Solasta, you can find out more about the game by visiting the official website, the official YouTube and Twitch channels, the official social media feeds, or the official store pages. As always, links are in the description.
Deal with it.